Welcome to your Daily Revolution podcast. Today's topic, the problem with modern men. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Let's go! This is your Daily Revolution. Live in prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint.
Great to be with you guys on another fantastic day today. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I so appreciate it. If it helps you and makes a difference, all that I ask of you, share it on. Take a screenshot, put it on social media, send the podcast to someone who you know that it could make a difference for, and let's dive in. So I put up a post today on social media, and I've been doing some reading. I've been doing a lot of reading, just talking about the problem with too many men today. And look, there's a lot of great men out there. I'll say it. I feel like there's just incredible men who are leading, who are innovating, who are creating value, creating businesses, creating a difference, really making a difference in their communities, in their church, in their families, in their personal lives. And I'm seeing this problem, real problem. You know, there's an attack upon masculinity, and people are talking about toxic masculinity. And I used to hear that phrase and just kind of disregard it because, like, yeah, whatever, man. I thought it was irrelevant. But the problem is that there's too many people today that talk about masculinity and being a strong man like it's a problem. And one of the problems with modern men, when I say modern man, like the men today, right? It's 2022 and I'm shooting this podcast. And there's a lot of modern men, while there's incredible leaders and there's alphas, I call them benevolent alphas, I'm seeing a lot of men today who are just flat out weak. When I say weak, what I'm talking about is they take too much pride in the things that my ancestors and your ancestors would be like absolutely embarrassed about, right? Men today take pride and they're proud of things that our ancestors would be ashamed of. Like, it's okay to be physically weak. It's not, but they say it's okay. And then there's this talk about rest days. You know, you need a rest day. Self-care. Like, and this thing is just self-care. Like, I get it. Because I like having some personal time, sharpening the saw, making sure I have time to recuperate. But man, the modern man today, it seems like there's an attack upon manhood. There's an attack upon masculinity. But you want to know why? Because the spiritual warfare that we are part of today, if you can eliminate strong men, if you cut out strong men, men who can think for themselves, men who have critical thinking skills, and men who are physically strong and physically jacked, you know, whether it's muscular or endurance or just like they're active and they're functional, men who take care of their physical bodies, men who know how to pray, how to meditate, who know how to control emotions. Men who treat their wives, right? A man who treats his wife like a goddess, who shows up for his children. And even if you're divorced, you pay the damn child support, right? You don't just leave your woman hanging. But you show up with your time, with your energy, with your money. And then, of course, a man who can provide and earn a living. You don't have to start a business. Like, not everyone's going to start a business. I get that. There's going to be more employees than there are entrepreneurs, and that's okay. That's great. As long as you're doing your part to provide value. But the thing that I see today is so many men are weak. They're not strong physically. They're weak mentally. And when I say that, like, they give up easily. They let the world and the challenges just beat them up, and they go into a pity party and a downward spiral. And there's more men who would rather stare at screens and stay indoors versus get outdoors and like go to work, you know, enjoy the sunlight and really be a part of something special. Listen, I just got some simple things. This isn't going to be long. Get strong. If you are a man, you have a duty, you have an obligation, a moral obligation to be physically and mentally and emotionally strong. Like, go hit the gym, go hiking, go riding, get your body to a place where it's not this liability. If you're a man today, you've got to develop skills that create value. Whether you go through the formal education route, whether you go to a trade school, whether you hire mentors or coaches and read books and go to seminars, whether you learn how to sell or influence or build or code, learn how to develop yourself so that you can create value, so that you can contribute to society. The greatest men that ever lived on this planet, they were men who knew how to serve others. They left people better than when they found them. They were not only physically strong, but they were emotionally in tune and mentally sound, even financially. You don't have to be a multi-billionaire, but you ought to be able to write a check. You ought to be able to write a check for whatever you need to buy, or if there's an emergency, and or if you just need to give some money to someone because they need it. Right? Learn how to lead. Too many modern men today, they don't know how to lead. They don't know how to speak up. They just kind of follow the hottest thing that's going on. And it's embarrassing that men today, they won't speak up. They won't lead. They won't open doors for their wives or for people behind them. They won't even put shopping carts away. They just film people getting beat up versus step in. I got 3 boys right now. I'm teaching them how to be men, how to be strong, how to take a stand, how to speak up, how to bully the bullies. I'm like, look, we do not tolerate the bullying. And we take care of a girl. We take care of women. We open doors. We say please and thank you and so grateful. And we express gratitude and we pick up after ourselves and we leave things better than when we found them. That's what's missing today. This is not some complex thing I'm talking about here. All I'm talking about is really learning how to be a role model in society. The fact is give me 5 minutes with men today and I can tell you exactly who they are and really kind of who their wife is and who their girlfriends are. Right? It's amazing because modern men today, they're just weak. They hide behind God. They hide behind their church. They hide behind their lies. We need men who are bold and courageous. We need men who are willing to take a stand. We need men who know how to create value and how to lead and how to solve problems. And we need these men to share that message, to demonstrate to our children, to our sons and daughters, this is how a man does it. This is how a man treats a woman. This is how a man speaks in public. And this is how a man fights against tyranny. I'm telling you right now, if you are a man, if you are that dude, and dude, I got to wake up. I've got to wake up. And I invite you. We have a program called Titan Immersion. Titan, Titan, like Titans of Industries. Immersion, Immersion. And whether you come to Titan Immersion or join another program, do something to become a more powerful, God-fearing, bold, and courageous man who knows how to contribute and create value in the marketplace. I'm telling you right now, there's just too many people, too many men who are weak. You have to be ashamed and embarrassed for how weak you've gotten. I'm not just talking physically. I mean emotionally and financially and spiritually. It's time to step up, man. It is time to step up. And if you're a woman, listen to my podcast, and you tolerated and allowed your man to not be a man, well, you need to go to work too. You need to push your man. I'm so grateful. 2011, when we were struggling financially for a few years, I just had not recovered from the crash. And I was being recruited to go knock doors. Hard job, right? 100% commission. Got to recruit and go sell door to door 6 days a week. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I was in my mid-30s. And my wife, God bless her heart and soul, my beautiful goddess, looked at me and said, you can do this. I believe in you. And it was her voice to me and her hand on my back and the look on her face and her certainty, because I needed it. I was at a very low point in my life. I just had gotten my butt kicked for like 3.5 years financially. And then, of course, physically, I just wasn't where I needed to be. And my wife, bless her heart, she's like, I believe in you. You can do this. You can do this. And I'm so grateful that she pushed me to go knock. And of course, I got back on track and I built and made money, and just life was incredible. And it's been incredible. So if you're a woman, help your man. Give him the nudge that he needs. Give him the kick in the butt that he needs. Give him the push that he needs. Help him to be the best he can be. And if you are a man, wake up, brother. Wake up. Society crumbles when strong, powerful men are taken away. And we have a duty, a sacred duty, and a moral obligation to lead and to be role models and to be beacons of light and to be strong, stout examples to our sons and daughters. I appreciate you guys listening to the podcast. If you are a man and you know it's time for you to wake up, titanimmersion.com. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, I'm out.
Let's go! This is your daily revolution. Live in prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint. This is your daily revolution. You already know. And if you don't, then check my resume. Turning pressure into possibilities every day. We all can win and live our unique purpose. We change our mindsets and put the work in. This is your daily revolution. Daily revolution. Revolution. Your daily revolution podcast.